Hey everyone, welcome back to the Business Growth Club podcast. In today's episode, we'll explore simple strategies to boost your revenue because sometimes you just need to make more money coming through the door. I'm your host today, Mick Foster from Purple Yak, the business coaching firm behind the Business Growth Club. Here we empower small businesses like yours to grow and scale with insight, education and advice. We work with hundreds of entrepreneurs and we bring their questions and their learnings to this podcast to help more business owners to grow and thrive. To increase sales without breaking the bank or consuming your days, we teach these 5 simple strategies that have made a significant impact in businesses in lots of different markets, from brick and mortar businesses to online stores, right through to consultants. These strategies have allowed our clients to achieve instant sales and hit their financial targets, whether it's for the quarter or for the month. In business, when you're near the end of the year and review your sales performances, many of us feel uncertain about whether we'll meet our goals. Today, we'll implement 1, 2, or all of these strategies to help you cross that finish line and achieve your targets. Let's go through the strategies now. Strategy number 1, sponsor a local event. This strategy is incredibly effective. Find a group, organisation or a business that aligns with your target audience. For instance, if you sell bespoke garden buildings, a good demographic would be a garden centre in your local area. Discuss setting up an event in the summer, get an ice cream van to come in, put some toys and chairs in one of the garden buildings on site and promote your business. Offer the garden centre a small commission on any building that you sell. It's a win-win for both businesses. You don't need to organise the event, you can simply be the headline sponsor. Most garden centres run events in the summer, so you could just tag onto one of these for a fee. Many organisations are not looking for a substantial sponsor fee. You can often secure a headline sponsor by simply providing food, such as pizzas or ice creams for an event. What I love about this strategy is its non-traditional nature, which allows for negotiation. You can ask for a lot. In many events, I simply say, hey, I'd like a table and I'd love to put up one of our banners. I'd love to address the audience in a few minutes, maybe give a mini workshop, or even run a contest to give away some of your products and raise awareness. You could even be the sponsor of an award, like a Startup of the Year. We've done this in the past for Purple Yak. You can provide the awards and plaques, and a portion of the award could include a sample of your business or your service or your product, a discount or even a voucher. The key is to get in front of an audience in person, which allows you to build trust quickly. You're gaining exposure, finding your target audience and becoming a household name to many potential clients in your local area. A step further, because I value a return on investment and enjoy having a table at local events, I distribute swag and engage in conversations with people. You could encourage people to sign up for a free account or a free trial or whatever it is. I highly recommend this, and you can make it a contest. So if you sign up, you enter a contest and the winner gets fill in the space for a special prize. This could be a massage package or something like that. Events can be a great way to boost business. For example, I've spent between £300 and £500 before on events like this. I have often got tenfold in return. There are many organisations, sports teams, reading clubs and more that have audiences that are looking for and are already sponsoring events. Strategy number 1 is to find these organisations and sponsor an event. Strategy 2, offer swag bonuses. People love bonuses, especially when they get more than what they bargained for. One way to get more sales is to tap into existing customer base. You can offer your customer current swag, such as a t-shirt, hoodie or a cap, anything that's got your brand on it. This makes them feel proud and shows that you value their business. We use Printful to create and sell our swag. In fact, we're launching our own swag store called Be a Purple Yak to make this easier. You can give away swag to anyone who upgrades their account, buys another product or takes advantage of an offer that you've got. To make swag even more special, consider making it limited edition. Only have 100 pieces of each item, so people want to get their hands on it. People love something that's special, so make sure that your swag is unique and memorable. Don't just put your logo on a t-shirt. Make it something that people will actually want to wear. Go to Fiverr or Freelancer and hire a graphic designer to create a cool design for your swag. Something that you wear at dinner or on a night out. People love to see something cool, so make sure your swag is visually appealing. Have fun with your brand and let it shine through in your swag. Once you've created your design, put it on a piece of clothing or a piece of swag and show it to your audience. Tell them that they can get this if they upgrade their account or take advantage of an offer or do something else. By the way, it costs almost nothing to do this. You can get someone on Fiverr for like £20 to go and design a beautiful t-shirt. You can then mock it up digitally on Printful or Custom Ink and show your audience what it looks like. You only fulfill orders when they buy. If you're wondering the logistics, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a digital store or Shopify store to get and try this out. You could literally just do it manually. When someone takes on one of your offers, you can take their name, email address, and home address. If you only take their email address, you can contact them for a home address where you can make the delivery, so you can send their bonus. Once you've done that, you can order the bonus and send it out. You can even hire a virtual assistant or do it yourself. I did it myself in the beginning. Swag bonuses were a huge winner for my business. Strategy number 3, provide an experience. You can always host your own live event, but let me be clear, I don't want a big conference or something, or some sort of small lunch and learn. You could and probably would do pretty well out of it, but instead, what we're actually after is an experience for your clients. You might be thinking, how will this make money? You do this by packaging your event tickets. So, for example, if someone buys your coaching, your course, product or service, you can create a package called the Experience Package. When they buy our product or service, they will also get the experience. It'll be a little bit more expensive, but it includes the product and the experience itself. For instance, if I was offering an online course, I normally charge £250. I have another tier for £350, which includes worksheets and documents related to the course. But then I also have a £1,000 tier. That includes the course, all of the material, as well as the live experience. This is the live experience. And here's the best part. It's exclusive. First of all, you're gathering like-minded people and becoming a connector, which is huge. Second, they're going to have fun. You could organise the event that's interesting and unique, like dedicated time together in a small group. If this is online, then you could be special curtains closed Q&A sessions where they can ask you anything. If you arrange an in-person local event, then maybe you could meet up for lunch or dinner in a fancy restaurant. It could be in a private, sectioned off area to allow socialising and networking on top of the meal that you're providing them. The goal is to provide a reason for people to network, meet and have fun together. By buying this event, they're essentially purchasing your product. The event itself acts as a catalyst for the purchase because it offers an exclusive opportunity. People who love meeting new people but need a structured setting will be drawn to this package. Since you're charging for the event, all you need to do is to plan it, market it on your website and secure the funds when they make the actual purchase. To ensure profitability, make sure that you charge more than the cost of running the event per person. Conduct some research to determine these expenses and ensure you're making a profit to give yourself some leeway. Strategy number 4, run a competition. You can do this from the comfort of your own office or online. Email your list, share it on social media and keep the contest simple. For example, you could say that anyone who signs up, buys a product or spends £50 or more enters to win. The prize could be something as simple as an iPad, an experience day or a trip, for example. In my opinion, start with something small and not overly extravagant. People love contests and the thrill of winning something. You can even have multiple winners. For instance, You could have a raffle for 5 people with a simple prize like a pair of AirPods. Now, let's talk about sales. You need to set a budget for prizes that you're comfortable with. For instance, if your budget is £500, you give away 5 prizes, each worth £100. These prizes could be anything from Kindles, sunglasses, depends on what your audience preference is. Strategy number 5, raise your prices. This is actually quite simple and won't cost you a penny. Let me begin with this. Before you start with the whole, that won't fly with my customers, I know it sounds scary. You might think, Mick, I can't raise my prices, I'll lose customers. But just hear me out and think this through properly from a math perspective. I understand your concerns. I've been there too. I've done this several times across multiple businesses, as well as almost all of our clients. If you're not increasing your prices regularly, at least every 2 years, you're losing out on money because of inflation. Your expenses are increasing, so you need to increase your income too. However, many people don't realise that raising prices can actually increase sales before you raise them. So, set a date for your price to increase, even if it's a small increase like 5, 10, maybe slightly more. Then give your customers or audience a heads up. Say, we're going to increase our prices. This creates a sense of urgency because you're actually raising prices. It's not manipulation because you're genuinely going to do it. So it's in their interest to buy right now. This will result in increased sales and revenue before the prices are raised. When the price increase happens, most people don't notice a dip in sales because most price increases don't significantly impact the buying decision for a customer. For you, a 10% increase makes a big difference across all of your sales. But for a customer, the difference between spending £90 and £100 a month doesn't really change their decision to stay with you or not. If they like the service, the product or community, they'll stay with you, and the £10 difference won't put them off. Think about this in the context of your own lives. How many times have Netflix raised their prices and that you've still stayed? The value is great, and you don't really notice the difference between £7 and £9. It's in the same place in your head. But for the business, it makes a massive difference. So raising prices is actually one of the most effective ways to boost your business. You can't do it every day, but you can definitely do it every couple of years or so. Any customers you do lose by the price increase will be covered by the revenue from the customers that are staying. So overall, even if you do lose some customers, you'll still have more revenue at the end of it. Let's quickly recap the 5 strategies to increase revenue and sales without breaking your bank. Strategy number 1, sponsor a local event. Strategy number 2 is offer swag bonuses. Strategy 3 that we covered is to provide an experience to your customers. Strategy number 4, you can run small competitions. And strategy number 5, you can raise your prices. Personally, strategy number 5 is the one that we recommend for every customer. And actually, we get them to do it at least once a year. Most of these strategies don't cost much money, but they do require effort, energy, and courage to put yourself out there. Remember, you need to get out of your comfort zone sometimes. In life and business, if you want a different result, you have to take a different action and steps. By doing different things, you can achieve new outcomes. Gradually, step out of your comfort zone and reap the benefits. Trust me, you feel better about yourself and be proud of yourself for stretching it. That covers everything for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Business Grow Club. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to subscribe and share with fellow entrepreneurs. If you've got any burning questions, reach out on our social channels or email michael@purpleyak.co.uk. Thanks so much for listening. Take care.